Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this Kanye West documentary. I think it's going to be a three-part documentary. And the first part got uploaded on, like, of course, Netflix and stuff, making it sound like it's a YouTube video or something. But how do you say that something got posted on Netflix? Well, it was like released. There we go. There's the word. So today's episode, yeah, it was released, and it's overall talking like on Kanye's, beginning and stuff with his career. And man, like it's almost like scary. And it's like sad, and then it's like it's relatable. Like when you watch that documentary, it's like you're feeling yourself like in that documentary, and it's crazy to see how, like, I guess to like finally get like unpiece, like, or just like pieces of your puzzle like that's gone missing, but then you kind of get like a validation, or like a confirmation, or it's just overall like you're getting your answers and stuff. And it's crazy. It's honestly, it's insane to see that. But yeah, overall, like, and I guess like if I would recommend watching the documentary first before you listen to this episode. And probably by the time this episode comes out, maybe part 2 or 3 will be out. I don't know exactly when, but no, I wanted to overall, I guess, so I'm gonna try like my hardest not to spoil it, but just letting y'all know like parts of it may get spoiled. So I guess like I can overall like talk on like how I relate to it more so, and then like maybe by like towards the end, and I don't know. But anyways, but watching this, it makes you look at your own career. It makes me look at my career of content creating, and then there's parts of it where it's like, fam, I'm dealing with that right now. Like it's crazy. And there's a tweet that I saw where somebody had said like, Kanye's documentary should, overall shows you like how people will only support what you got going on until like others start to like validate it, until they start seeing others supporting it and stuff. And it's crazy, like how it's like that. And I'm like, fam, like that's how it is for me. Like people, and no, there is a scene in there where there's like people just not overall taking him serious. It's crazy how you see like somebody like him but just not being taken serious, and it's like it kind of comes off as like it's a fictional movie. Like that's how I look at it, that's how I view it, where it's like, fam, this is like a fictional movie. Like I understand, like, why he's calling himself a genius, and, overall the creativity he has brought to his music. But then when you kind of look at his, like, beginning, and then, you relate to it, and it's like, I know people see him as, like, somebody that's acting out now, but it's like a part of me is, like, kind of, like, finding answers to why he does the things that he does, and I don't know, like, so far, like, my conclusion on why he does the things that he does is that he just doesn't want to fall under. There's a lot of the there's artists that's featured in this documentary, and producers, and a lot of other different people, where you don't hear them get talked about like how Kanye gets talked about today. And at the time being, like, yeah, they were like some of the biggest, like, people in the music industry, versus like now it's like, people don't really know of them too much, because there's like, in the music industry, that's the crazy thing about it. It's that the music industry has not changed. It hasn't like, like made, not so much as like made its way, but overall it's not like, how can I place it in words like how the music industry is? Because I do feel like that it is like somewhat different, but at the same time, like, and I guess it's more so like with independent artists, like that's how it's different today, because back then, you couldn't be no independent artist. Like you had to sign to a record label. And that's like the crazy thing about it, where it's like you try doing that, but also you try not to get signed to a record label that's not going to like use and abuse you and stuff. You want to get signed to a record label where it's like, okay, this is like one of the like top record labels and it's gonna take me places and stuff. And so he and that's the thing where I do like respect and like about Kanye is that he aims high. He doesn't aim for like just the small things. He aims high. And that's like where I feel like with me it's with content creating and just I guess like to overall like talk on like my upbringings and stuff like with content creating, like a part of me does aim high, but at the same time like I do celebrate my small accomplishments because like reaching a certain milestone on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok, like when you have that stuff like overall like go viral. And my thing is this, like I guess I never really sat down and thought like overall like I do like when people support what I got going on, and I do wish that people supported me the way I support them. But at the same time like it's I don't really care for like people's validation. Like if people support me, then they do, and I appreciate it. But if not, I'm not going to force somebody to support me. I'm not going to, look for people's validation with my dreams and what I got going on. And that's just, overall, like, this episode is like, me talking on the documentary, talking on myself and motivating you guys. So y'all getting a 3-for-1 special. So y'all better be grateful. Nah, I'm playing, but, but like, don't go through life thinking that you need people's validations. If you want to start a podcast or if you want to start a, you doing music or YouTube, Twitch streaming, TikTok, like whatever it is that you want to put your mind to, don't think that you got to get somebody's validation to do it. Like eventually, and I guess like a part of me kind of knows how this story ends, where it's, I mean, we're all seeing it today, but eventually the right people will come in. I was telling a friend this yesterday on an unrelated topic, but I was saying like the right people will come into your life, when that like time comes and stuff. And at the time being, yeah, you're gonna struggle, you're gonna suffer, you're gonna come up with all this like work and stuff. And yeah, people, it's like some people will notice it. You'll probably have like that one supporter, but overall like it's you just overall gotta like keep going in life. You can't just allow yourself to fall under because like I don't have no support, I don't have no, like, nah bro, it's like everybody is gonna start off like that. That's the thing where it's like I find myself like I don't want to like really like come out and say it because I know people, but at the same time like I try to like not like put off that energy on somebody, but I find myself like getting annoyed when people tell me how they're afraid to do something, because I'm like, fam, I was the same way. And honestly, like being on that other side when you're chasing your dreams and stuff and you're willing to go like straight up like head to head with somebody, like battle and have a full out war, to just overall tell people like on how serious you are with yourself. Because my thing is this, I might have my issues, I might have my, struggles, battling my demons and all that crap, but I'm not going to second guess myself with content creating anymore. Not that I ever really did, or not that I sat down. Well, I mean, I have like sat down and thought like, what life would be like if I wasn't doing it. And I had my, I'll admit I had my times where I was like, I just got overall, but I had to say like deep in my mind, like, content creating is, where it's at. Content creating is what I overall want to do. So if it comes down to it where I gotta battle, if I gotta, go above and beyond and do some, like, I mean, not overall, like, make wild videos, but just overall, like, go, like, wild with, like, just seeing, like, I guess, like, more so investing, with content creating. That I'm like, if I gotta go for the biggest and baddest thing, then I'll do that. But I mean, like I said, like, before, like, I'm gonna celebrate my small victories and stuff. So it's like, if I'm getting new equipment, yeah, I want overall the best microphone, I want the best computer, I want the, I have an Xbox Series X, so I'm like, I got the best Xbox. So, I want PlayStation 5, I want, like, all the video games possible and things, like, like, overall, like, I'm, it's what am I trying? Because I'm just getting way too carried. I ain't trying to restart this because I'm 9 minutes in and stuff. So if I get the stutters, oh well. But anyways, but yeah, like if I had an Xbox 360 and I only had that, I'm like, fam, I'm gonna make the best of it. If I had an Xbox One, I'm gonna make the best of it. I have a PlayStation 4. What am I doing now? I'm making the best of it. I don't have the greatest computer in the world, but I overall, I'm making the best of it. I've recorded throughout the time I've had this computer, and I had to say, when was it? Like 2020, I think is when I had purchased this computer. Yeah, I was like, I'm making the best of it. I've had this thing for almost 2 years, and I'm like, fam, like I've gotten so much content done, from streaming to recording YouTube videos, podcast episodes, making TikTok videos off of my computer and stuff. Creating channels, like doing all these different things and working on so much different stuff. Like that's where it's just, it should show people. I'm like, and a lot of times, like when I'm posting videos and streaming and all that, like I'm having bad streams. I'm having streams because I'm saying, like, throughout the 2 years, the pandemic content creating years, like, first year I'm dealing with some stuff. So I couldn't really, I had issues like with recording videos and stuff, still kind of do to this day. But there's that. 2021 got into streaming. I'm having streaming issues left and right, but eventually, like, and that's the beauty of it all, is that with YouTube, it was like I was having my issues, but I had videos at the end of the year doing good. And then with Twitch streaming, I'm like, Twitch streaming, I was having my issues, but I had to say, like, I don't know, I think like this year, it's like, it's the year where I really got to focus on Twitch streaming and stuff. So, there is that. And, but like, I do, feel like on the side, like, last year, like working on TikTok videos and stuff, doing that and getting into that, having a video at the end. I feel like at the end of the year, like something crazy always happens and stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe I jinxed myself and, like ruined that luck because I'm talking about it rather than, keeping it to myself and things. But anyways, but no, like, working all the way, like, like with TikTok, like content creating, working on that throughout the year. Then eventually I had that one video that blew up. And that was that video I was talking on a while ago where it got like 3 million views and crap. So now I'm like curious to see, because I'm like, I did set a goal for myself to hit 500 followers on Twitch. And, there's like very few people supporting, showing love and all that stuff. And, it is what it is. Like, and that there's like a scene in Kanye's documentary where I'm like, bruh, like, if this ain't the most relatable scene throughout the whole documentary, because I'm like, his middle career and what his career is now, like, I haven't experienced that yet. But this part of his career, I'm like, fam, it's like looking in the mirror, like, that's what it's honestly, it's like. I'm like, it's it's looking in the mirror. It's like seeing, dang, like, I'm Kanye West right now. So anyways, but yeah, like, I watching this documentary, man, I'm like, there's stuff about it where it's like, it's like identical to, my life. So that's why I'm like, to a small artist, small content creator, actor that's just starting off, somebody that's in politics, somebody that's a doctor, nurse, whatever, construction worker, whatever job you got going on, you gonna start off where ain't nobody supporting you, ain't nobody showing love, ain't nobody, trying to hear the time of the day of what you got going on in life. If you believe it, that's all that it takes to get you through whatever you trying to get through. As long as you believe it, as long as you have that faith and that power and that strength to fight any battle of any sorts to keep going in life. So that's why I'm like, like watching this documentary. Oh yes, I am invested, my guy. Like, I am very, very invested. So Kanye, this gonna probably, because I have to say, I'm not even really into documentaries like that. I don't be watching documentaries like that and stuff. Like, I might watch some documentaries with my family. And I have to say, last documentary that I sat down and watched, well, actually, it was this basketball documentary. I was about to say The Last Dance, but no, it was this one where it was talking on the Malice in the Palace. And that was like the last documentary I think I sat down and watched. Other than that, I don't really be watching documentaries and stuff. But, this one is definitely going to be one of those ones where I'm like, hey, I'm not, you know, I'm not like angry that I watched this and wasted my time. No, you best, after this, actually, I'm gonna go make me something to eat and watch some more of it and stuff. So anyways, and that being said, yeah, for those that got Netflix, I would make sure y'all go check out Genius. It's not spelled like genius, it's spelled like Kanye's version of genius. It's a Jeen and then Yuhs. So yeah, genius. So yeah, it's, you know, that's how it's spelled. But anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 40 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my supporter credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.